Do you struggle to clock in every day and actually get work done? Look, I know, I've been there, and you're definitely not alone. Maybe it's a project you keep pushing off or housework that you've been dreading that now needs to be finished. Whatever the case is, we're all guilty of procrastination. But what if I told you that there was a simple trick to getting all of your work done? Stick with me now. What if it's actually doing the bare minimum? Stick around to see why doing less really is more. Now, before you get excited to clock into work tomorrow and send 2 emails and then mark yourself away on Teams, hear me out. There's a theory called micro commitment, where you only commit to doing 1/3 of a task or less. By doing this, you trick your brain into thinking that you only have a small task to do. This in itself makes starting the task way easier. And when something's easy to do, we struggle less in doing it. For example, laundry needs to be done. Just put the clothes in the hamper and bring it to the wash. Since you're already there, you're gonna figure out, well, might as well throw it in. Congrats. You've tricked yourself into doing more already than what you've bargained for. Struggling to reply to all your emails? That's fine. Just get started with 1 or 2 or 3. Next thing you know, you're clearing out your email for the whole entire day. And what about that book that's been sitting on the shelf that you've been meaning to read? Just start with 1 page. There's no way you only read one. This method requires minimal effort to do, but it's scientifically backed and it actually works. See, the idea here isn't to only do the bare minimum. It's to trick your brain into thinking that the task at hand isn't as big as you've made it out to be. Once you get started and once the ball is rolling, barrier to entry has been knocked down. Continuing with the task gets exponentially easier. Now, let's talk about 4 ways that makes tasks easier and in turn makes you more productive. Number 1, you bypass the resistance to the task. Getting started with a small problem is a lot easier than getting started with everything at once or tackling the whole project. If you're starting at 50 emails, you may end up saying it's going to take way too long to do, it's going to take forever, or whatever other reason you can think of. But if you start with just one, only one, you get that ball rolling, and that goes right into our next point. Number 2, you get the ball rolling and build momentum. This helps to play into the Kaizen principle, which I made a video about and I'll link at the end, but it basically speaks on building momentum. Do the small tasks and eventually you're gonna complete something huge. Don't forget, to move mountains, you gotta start by moving rocks. Number 3, it reduces perfectionism. Now, I can tell you, I definitely relate to this one, and I'm sure you do too. Look, if you only commit to doing the bare minimum or less than what you normally would have done, you stop you stop making it about being perfect and you just focus on the task at hand. This helps you to hone in on the process rather than the outcome. And if you're doing your best and you're focusing on that, the outcome will follow. Now, moving on to number 4, it helps to build consistency on days where you may feel off or lazy. Small tasks are much easier to stay consistent with, and if you don't really feel like doing something, it gets rid of that issue. Don't want to clean up the whole house? No problem. Tidy up one room, and then once that's done, you'll be more inclined to move to the next. The small victories matter, and in the grand scheme of things, those little victories add up to massive, massive wins. So here's the formula. Focus on committing to just doing 1/3 or 1/10 of the work you were originally going to do. And once you start, your brain will want to finish the rest naturally. As humans, we love to follow the path of least resistance. So it should come as to no surprise that when the barrier to starting something is easier, we do it. So now that you know how to do the bare minimum, go out there and start. Let me know in the comments what you plan on implementing this with because I'd love to hear it. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing and liking. It honestly helps out a ton. I post videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and they're on topics like philosophy and self-growth. I'm trying to expand them to every day. But until next time, keep on growing.